What's up, beautiful people? Welcome or welcome back. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. Welcome back, YouTube family. I'm filming live on TikTok. I haven't been on live on TikTok in a long time. I'm a little nervous, I can't lie, but the guides asked me to go live, so we're live. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody joining in. What's up? What's up, beautiful people? How are you? Happy Monday. Hi, Maya. Hi, everybody. It's 12:12 for me. That's a synchronicity. That's the first synchronicity, 12:12. My battery percentage is also 66%. Hi, Brianna. Hi, It Girl New. Hi, Suji. Hi, Elodie. Hi, everybody. How are you? How have you been? The guys asked me to go live. Oh, thank you so much, It Girl New. I appreciate you. Oh, seeing me makes you happy. Seeing you writing that comment makes me happy. Genuinely. I love you guys. I've missed you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know. It's been forever. But it's Gemini season, and Gemini season is social. So it makes sense that my guides are like, you need to be social. It is so random, right? It is so random. I know. But I guess it's not really random. It's kind of meant to be. There's no coincidences, right? The angels, the ancestors, and the guides were like, go live today. And I was like, what are we going to talk about? And they're like, it doesn't matter, just go live. We'll figure it out when we sit down and talk. But I think I just needed to pop on and say hi to you guys. Something told you to log in. I love that. I love that. Infinity1111, hello. Hi, everybody. We're going to let people join in. We're going to let this circulate out so that the peoples know I'm here. Hi, Allegra. I'm so glad that you're here, too. Oh, I missed you, too, Priscilla. I missed you guys a lot. I really did. Gemini season finally giving me that spark to be social again, to create content again, to go live more often. I've been so stressed and burnt out lately. Relatable. Oh my God, you're not alone. Aw, you're not alone. Aw, thank you for saying that I'm a bright presence on TikTok. Thank you, Snow White. Moya, I'm back. I know. Hi, hello, how are you? How's it going? I've also been doing a lot of live streams on Whatnot. So I think that that's helping me to kind of like strengthen this live streaming thing. And I'm like, well, I've been live streaming so much on Whatnot. I've been doing every weekend, every single Saturday and Sunday for the past like 4 or 5 weeks now. And so today I was like, I don't have anything planned. Let's go live on TikTok. How's baby Wrangler? He's so good. Hi, Ken. I miss you so much. He's good. He's snapping right next to me. He's like passed out, cuddled up next to Dad. Okay, good. I'm glad you're seeing my videos more and more lately. I'm trying to be more active and more consistent. Hi, Madonna. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Hi, everybody. I'm so glad that you're catching me live too. I'm really glad to be live. Look at the burnout and the exhaustion coming to an end. Oh my God. Guys, it's coming to an end. 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 Oh my God, wow, that just like made me so excited. Okay, and then the next card. Wow, I'm like nervous, jittery, shaking. This is so exciting because the burnout and the exhaustion is finally coming to an end. I saw somebody ask me why I took a break, and there's so many different reasons. Sometimes I just need to unplug from social media and be more of like a lurking presence and more just focus on like other things in my life. But I've also had a lot shifting going on in terms of like what platforms I'm using and what I'm doing for work and all of that. It's been shifting lately. And I just took a break from personal readings, so I'm not doing personal readings the month of June or July unless I have to. And taking a break from doing those kind of like shut my body down in a way. I didn't realize how much I was going since February. I was doing personal readings consistently behind the scenes since February, just like consistently. And then it kind of caught up with me. And I'm sure some of you are feeling this energy of like things catching up to you. And there's this burnout, this exhaustion, this stress. And I really just had to let my body shut down and I didn't even know it was coming. I thought, silly me, I thought that I was going to be able to just take a break. And like, I thought that once I took the break from the personal readings, that I'd be able to like shift my energy and shift my focus into something else and like pour into what I wanted to. And that is not what happened. It was not that easy. It was just a complete shutdown and a complete reset that I did not anticipate or know was coming. But they do say that when man plans, God laughs, and God is funny. That was a very funny joke that happened to me and my body recently. Oh, it's been like the past 7 days, I want to say, but obviously I've been kind of like here and there for months now. I'm finally feeling this social energy again. I'm finally feeling this like active spark motivated kind of an energy coming back to me, and I'm getting that if that's happening for me, it's happening for some of you as well. It's no coincidence that we're here together. Hi everybody. Hi everyone. I'm excited. This is good energy already. Yes, baddies. Sierra's in the house. Baddies. I missed you guys so much. Aw, I missed you too, Estelle. I missed you guys so much. It feels good to be back. It does. I feel like suffering lately instead of living and feeling alive. Why do you feel that way, babe? What's going on that's making you feel that way? And how can we look at it in a new way? Oh, I love your energy too. Thank you, Bella. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Anne. I'm getting that for some of you, there's this energy of reciprocation that's really strong in our energy right now, of like paying attention to who, what, and where gives back to us. Happy Pride Month. Absolutely, happy Pride Month. But there's this big focus right now, collectively, paying attention to who, what, and where reciprocates our energy. Who, what, and where matches our effort. And if they don't, then we have to create space and distance for our own health, for our own safety, for our own peace. You know what I mean? If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. And I'm getting that for some of us, it's hard because we are just natural givers. We're natural carers, lovers, supporters. That's who we are at our core. And some people naturally take advantage of that too, right? So there's this big focus on paying attention to where the reciprocation is coming in. And if they aren't matching our energy, then we're supposed to be creating some sort of separation and distance, or the universe is going to do it, or it's going to affect our health and our mental health and things like that too. Has been so big lately because I'm getting that nothing changes if nothing changes. So there is something here about like becoming harder to reach or harder to access for certain people, places, and things that just don't reciprocate our energy. And it's actually leading you to feeling better. It's improving your health, it's improving your mindset, it's improving your routine, your day-to-day activities, because you're not pouring into someone something that is not pouring back into you. You're no longer draining yourself. Some of you are very nice people. You're very good, kind people, but sometimes not to yourself. It's like you're not really kind if you're hurting yourself in the process. So this would be like you going out of your way to help people and to be there for people and support people, but then it's not coming back to you. That's you being mean to yourself. You're not actually being kind. And that's probably why some of you sometimes feel like drained or neglected or abandoned, because you're doing it to yourself for some of you. And I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just trying to help bring awareness to this. Obviously, the guides needed to talk today. They needed to talk to you today. Wow. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. Let's see what else is going on. I've also been getting that for some of you, we feel like we're going through it. I'm getting that today is the end of that. You're going to feel like that it's the end of that today. We're no longer going through it anymore. We're now on the other side of it, starting today. That's what Spirit is telling me. So you get to claim that and decide that narrative for yourself. But I was also getting that for some of you, the reason you've been going through it is because that was the best way to overcome, to solve, to figure it out, was to go through it. But I'm also getting that some of you have been feeling disconnected spiritually, or you've been feeling disconnected from like your higher self, your spiritual gifts, your intuition. And that was all part of the plan. That was all on purpose. The time right now is 12:21. That could be significant for somebody, but I'm getting that was all on purpose because there's been something going on spiritually that is none of our concern. And that's what I've been getting. God was channeling me this message about settling scores and like delivering karmic debt. And some of those things do not concern us. But I am getting that that's kind of where there's been like this spiritual focus right now, is like settling things, delivering karmic debt, balancing things behind the scenes in a spiritual way. And that's not affecting us, or it's not our concern for some of us. But it feels like we've had that little disconnect, and it's only been temporary. That's something I've been channeling. It's like the justice, the revenge, the karma, it's none of our concern. And so that's where Spirit's kind of been taking care of things behind the scenes. And some of you have been feeling disconnected for that reason. Some of you have also been like changing up your interests recently too. That's a good thing. I'm channeling something about like new hobbies, new interests that might feel foreign to you, or might feel like you're not supposed to like them or do them. For example, some of you might be really interested in like materialism or earthly items right now. You're like really into it. I don't know, like clothes, jewelry, fashion, bags. I don't know, different things. There could be different things that you are like really interested in, but you feel like you're not supposed to be, or you're not allowed to be. And it's because you're supposed to be taking some sort of break from the spiritual side temporarily. But you will never lose this connection to spirit. You will never lose this spiritual connection. I see both coexisting, like this material, earthly thing and the spiritual. I hope that makes sense. But look at the Ten of Cups. I just know, Mogi. I just know. Spirit just tells me the messages. They're the ones who know and then deliver to me, and then I gotta just deliver to you. But yeah, the Ten of Cups. It makes so much sense. The Ten of Cups is one of my favorite cards in the deck, actually, because it means that no matter what is going on in your current circumstances, no matter what your current life looks like, whatever you're going through, growing through, whatever it is, the outcome that you can't see yet is better than you can imagine or expect. So think of best case scenario right now, which is healthy for your brain to think about. Try to think of the best case scenario. The Ten of Cups means it's going to be even better than that. You can't even expect or imagine how good the outcome is of your current situation. All you're being guided to do is remain patient and persistent. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. And I keep feeling this like impatient energy, but your guides are just saying to remain patient. A message that we don't love hearing, but there is this patience message that is like really strong. And your guides are just asking you to keep showing up for yourself. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. I'm getting something about baby steps. And I'm hearing that trying is succeeding. Some of you are already living your dream life, but you're not claiming it, or you're not like aware of it. That's something I'm channeling, because I'm seeing the Fool card here. And so it feels like you've already stepped foot into whatever you've been manifesting, or this dreamed life, but maybe it doesn't look the way that you thought it was going to look yet. But I am getting that you're already walking in your desired reality, or you're already living in your dream desired reality, if that makes sense. Like you're already doing it. For some of you, I also am getting that for some of you, you're currently living a dream that you once had, maybe like years ago. But maybe you're so focused on building and growing and trying to get to the next thing that you don't ever really stop and appreciate where you are now. And your guides are asking you to just like take a little moment for yourself. Celebrate where you are now and recognize the dream that you are living now that you had years ago. That's for some of you. Wow, there's a lot of messages coming through. Let's look into the future then. Hi, babe. Hi, Val. What does the future look like? This is, of course, just a forecast, so it's not written in stone. You have free will and the power to change your circumstances and change things as you want, but we can look into what the future forecast is right now. Thank you. Hi, Mandy. Hi, everybody. What's the future forecast now for this collective if we remain doing what we're doing, going down the path we're going? I see growth. I see expansion. I see you figuring it out as you go. Because I'm getting like this how is in the now message, where sometimes people don't start because they don't know how, but you guys have already started, because the Eight of Wands talks about momentum. So that future that you're worried about, you're already creating it every day as you speak, as you live, as you breathe. And you're already walking in it. So I just keep seeing it growing and expanding and developing. There's already momentum. But I am channeling what you water grows. So whatever you're watering will grow with persistence and patience. Tell me more. I'm also seeing some sort of like checklist. Some of you guys wrote like a manifestation list down or like a wish list down. I'm seeing you like checking them all off, almost like a bucket list kind of. That's what's happening in the future. You're being able to like check off all of these things that you have written down on some sort of list or manifestation list or itinerary, something like that. I'm also seeing some of you getting to travel more in the future too. It feels like this is something that you love to do, but haven't really had the resources, the money, the time, the energy, whatever it might be. But I see some of you really loving to travel or like loving to see new things, have new experiences, go to new places. And I'm seeing that that's going to be happening for you in the future. I don't know how, but again, we don't need to know how. I guess we're going to figure it out as we go. That's what Spirit keeps saying. You're going to figure the future out as you go. I'm also seeing some of you having a really happy, healthy relationship too. So some of you might be worried about like never finding a relationship or never having like real friends and strong connections. That's not the case either. I do see that in the future. We're seeing the Two of Cups here, which talks about mutual connections and real friends, real connections, with the Eight of Pentacles that require work, but all good relationships, all strong relationships require work. And I'm getting that the kind of people that you're manifesting in the future for you are people who put in the time and energy and the effort it takes to build and maintain strong, healthy relationships. Some of you are moving too. I see you in a completely new location. For some of you, next year. It feels like March. That's really specific. But I'm getting something about the third month of the year. Some of you might be moving, or you might like find the place that you're moving to or something like that. Maybe you're moving now too, I don't know, but I'm getting something about relocation. Oh my God, you're moving countries. That's so cool. Okay, I'm glad it's spot on for you. Yeah, okay, you're trying to move too, It Girl New. I see you doing it. I see you figuring it out as you go. Yeah, I'm getting that the only one standing in your way would be you with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords represents you kind of like being down on yourself or being hard on yourself, just kind of like speaking badly towards yourself about it. Like, let's say we're talking about moving and you're having stress about this move in this location. You're like, I'm never gonna figure out where I wanna move to. I'm never gonna have the money for it. Everything is so expensive. Everything's out of my range, my budget. I can't do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Then you're kind of like playing yourself out of it. You can't really be successful in that way. Do you know what I mean? And that's what the Five of Swords feels like. It feels like you would be your own worst enemy in this situation. So it feels like the only one standing in your way of this would be you, and the way that you speak about it, think about it, write about it, so on and so forth. Okay. I'm so glad you're catching me live too, Lily. Hi, Danielle. It was so random. I'm glad that you guys popped by. There's like 126 of you. That's so cool. Thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Oh my God, your first house. Congratulations. I'm doing well. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. Bree said it's spot on. That's awesome. Okay. I'm so glad it's spot on for you. Wow. Okay, let's talk about Gemini season. Happy birthday, Geminis. Has anybody else experienced like flakiness during Gemini season, or has that just been me? Are people just like flaky during Gemini season? I can tell us why, probably. I can definitely give us a reason why, but I just want to know if anybody else has experienced flakiness from people. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's not because Geminis are bad people. It's not because Geminis are two-faced. It's none of that. I love Geminis. I have love for all zodiac signs. Please don't get me wrong. I love all of you equally. But Gemini, it's so scatterbrained in the best way. Gemini just has a lot going on up there mentally. And so it's not necessarily that they're being flaky. For some of them, a lot going on up there mentally. And so it's not necessarily that they're being flaky. For some of them, excuse me, but you see what I mean? Like they get tongue-tied easily. There's so many thoughts going on up there. sometimes they forget what they already agreed to. Sometimes they make other plans and didn't realize that they had other plans. Sometimes there's just a lot going on. For some of you, though, it's really specific. Some of you have like a friend who planned something with you, or you guys were supposed to do something, and then they flaked on you, or they never like gave you the invite, they never gave you the information. It's because somebody came back into the picture. Somebody came back around. And this could be somebody that they were like dating before or like romantically involved with before. This person came back around and like took their attention, took their energy. It has nothing to do with you. It's just like they got like sucked back into it. I don't know how to explain it, but some of you will know exactly what I'm talking about. This could also have to do with a situation where some of you got ghosted. There could have been like something romantic going on here, and some of you got ghosted by somebody and you're like, what the hell? What happened? I didn't get any explanation. There's no closure, no clarity. What is this? And it's because somebody came back around. Somebody came back into the picture and like took this person's attention and focus. Yeah, some of you may not have wanted to hear that, but I'd rather you know it than not know it. You know what I mean? You don't deserve to be left out in the dark trying to figure it out. Aw, Mandy, I love your son. I love my Geminis. Well, Ice Fighter King, your ex is not over you then. That's what that's giving. The ex is not over you. Okay. Gemini season. Let's talk about the rest of Gemini season. But yeah, that explains the flakiness. There's just a lot of thoughts going on. Try not to take it personally. I don't think it's personal. But I also think that some of you have to be a little bit more protective of your energy when it comes to certain people. Maybe try not to get so excited about certain things with certain people. You know what I mean? Because then you're like letting yourself down whenever it doesn't work out. I know it's been ages. Hi, Anne. I know. Is it Blanca or Bianca? I can't tell that's an I or an L. I think it's Bianca. But it has been months. I post a lot here and there, but I haven't been live in a long time. Not the ex who's a Gemini who's been trying to contact you, Bianca. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh my god, hey. Hi, I've been up, baby. Oh, thank you, Victoria. I have people tell me that all the time, that the sign off with the stay hydrated reminds people to stay hydrated. It does for me too. Even the breaths in the beginning, it's kind of like a Pavlov training for myself too. I've conditioned myself that when I hear myself say it, I also take the deep breath too. Love from Germany. Sending love to Germany. Thank you. I've been up, baby. Hi, Alia. Oh, I'm so glad that you're seeing me live, Lex. Like, sir, Kate, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's when they get the block from me, because that is childish behavior. What are you doing? What are you doing popping back up after 2 years? Like, hello? This is not Adele. This is not that kind of a game. We're not playing that. Hi, Toronto. Sending love back to Toronto. Oh, from France. Sending love to some France. Sending love to Sweden. Oh my god. I love getting to connect with you guys all over the world. That is so cool to me. I say it all the time and I genuinely mean it. It is so cool to me to be able to talk with you guys literally everywhere. Hi, Shirley. Welcome in. Hi from Jamaica. Sending love to Jamaica. I don't know what readings I'm doing. I'm just kind of talking, pulling cards here and there, channeling messages. The whole thing is kind of a channeled message, you know? Once we turn on the camera and we start talking, anything and everything could be a message. From Michigan, sending love to Michigan, love to London in the UK. Ooh, Missouri, a little Midwestern action. Hold on, everybody. Okay. Okay, no problem. That's fine, I appreciate it. Hi, New Jersey, sending love to New Jersey, sending love to Connecticut, love to Australia, love to Turkey. Wow, sending love all around the world. All around the world. We're worldwide, baby. I feel like Pitbull. I'm kidding. That's a joke. I do not actually think that I'm Mr. Worldwide. But it's kind of cool. We're global, baby. Hi, Netherlands. Shout out to the Netherlands. Midwestern action, baby. Mr. Worldwide. Hi, Peru. Sending love to Peru. Thank you, Lily. Do you guys have any like themes that you want to do readings on? You were thinking Pipple the moment I said worldwide. We're in sync. We're in sync. Sending love to Italy. Oh my god, you guys are everywhere. International love. That's such a good song. Career. I love how we're connecting all around the world. It's not just me, it's you, it's us, it's we. I couldn't do it without you. Okay, so we have career, we have work, sending love to the Philippines. We want to know some finances. It's a full moon, not a new moon. Thank you, Ree. Okay, we want to do some career. Okay, we'll do some career, and then with whatever energy I have left, we'll see. But I saw a lot of career, a lot of work. And I'm a Virgo, I'm a workaholic, so I like to talk about work, and I like to talk about money. I've recently developed a new love for money over the past couple of years. Not in like a, I need it, I gotta have it, I need more of it kind of a way, but in a way where it's just like, I love money, I love spending money, I love having money, I love being around money, I love when money loves me, I love getting other people to love money, I love manifesting money for other people, so I'm down. Let's talk about money, let's talk about career, let's talk about work, and then we'll see what else for other people, so I'm down. Let's talk about money, let's talk about career, let's talk about work, and then we'll see what else. Oh my god, it was lagging, wasn't it? It was lagging. Are we back? I'm back. Wrangler's energy is so powerful, he broke the internet. I think you guys were all trying to like comment at the same time. The internet broke for Wrangler. Yeah, we're so back. We're back. They're all saying hi, buddy. Hi, Wrangler. He loves the attention. Oh my god, does he love the attention? He's an attention loving buddy. I do see you getting there soon with the diploma. I feel like by the end of the month. Cutie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate you guys. And thanks for tapping the screen. Thanks for just hanging out and being here. Oh my god, look at him. You gonna go back to sleep? Okay, he's done. He's done. I know, the tongue is so cute. He's so adorable. We love him. Ooh, getting a call back this week for the dream job. It's done. It's already happening. I'm excited for you. All right, let's look into work. I see the 7 of Cups. This is interesting to start. So remember, this is general, not personal. Only take it if it fits, don't force it. You know the vibes. We're here to have a good time. 7 of Cups. This could be about confusion surrounding your work. This could be you feeling like you have other options, or you need to like think about other options. The 7 of Cups kind of reminds us not to put all of our eggs into one basket. And it is a card that represents having options and trying new things and seeing what works. So for some of you, I do sense that there's a career change happening, or some of you are feeling like you want to try out a new job, a new career. You're being guided to try all of them, to try a bunch of them, to throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. That's what I always get with the 7 of Cups, because you're not going to know unless you try. But you also have to try and then know when it's time to stop and try something else. So if you keep trying and it's just not working, and you're not feeling like it's working or it's going to, you'll know. Your intuition will tell you. You'll have like a body reaction to it. You'll just know. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. And that's when you have to listen to yourself and honor your body and yourself and be like, okay, let's try something else. But I do feel like for some of you, it is time for some sort of like career shift, career change. You need something new. And it feels like the universe is kind of pushing you to do something new, but you've got to try a bunch of things to figure out what's going to work for you. That's what I'm getting. This is just the first card. Okay, this is just general. And some of you, there might be confusion surrounding like why you don't have a job if you're unemployed. And some of you might be having some confusion around like the job security in your current position. So, okay, let's see. Tell me more. Okay, we're seeing the 2 of Wands, which also talks about making a choice, making a decision. So for some of you, it really is here about like you want a new job, you want to try something new, choose it, pursue it, pick it. But you've really got to like go all in. It can't be like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You can't be hot and cold with it. Mixed feelings, relationships don't work, right? So imagine you're trying to make funny and you're make funny. Imagine you're trying to make money and you're giving money mixed feelings. You know? For some of you who are trying to try something new, it's time to just like dive into it, go all into it, pursue it. And if it doesn't work, try something else. Keep pivoting. Be able to be adjustable and adaptable when it comes to that if you are trying new things and trying to figure out what's going to work for you in terms of a new job. For others of you, though, there is some sort of confusion here surrounding job security. But I'm seeing you being chosen. So those of you who have been applying, you're going to be chosen. You're going to get a job. There's going to be some sort of like acceptance here. And for some of you, if you're worried about job security, I see you being safe at your current position. I see them choosing to keep you. The Eight of Wands. Yeah. I see them choosing to keep you or like re-sign you or negotiate some sort of contract with you. Like you're good. And then for others of you, I see you getting accepted or approved for some sort of job application that you put in. Some of you have put in a lot of job applications, like a lot. You've spread out a lot of them. And I see at least one, possibly two, getting back to you within the next week. I'm seeing 2 to 8 days. The Two of Wands is 2 days. The Eight of Wands is 8 days. So within the next 2 to 8 days, some of you who have been applying to a lot of jobs, you're going to get called back. You're going to get good news. You're going to get selected in the next 2 to 8 days. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, and then I'm seeing the Tower card in the reverse. I love that you've been pitching yourself to everyone and their moms. That's literally the Seven of Cups. Anybody who will listen. You have business cards, throw them. Give them to everybody. Like, you never know. That one pitch could be the right pitch. It could be your $1 million pitch. You don't know. I love that you are doing that. Please keep doing that. That's this energy. But the Tower's in the reverse. So this is good. Because this means that like the chaos is over. The drama is over. The unknown feeling is over. Some of you, there's been this like insecurity that I've been feeling, and it doesn't have anything to do with like your personal appearance. It's this insecurity surrounding like job stability, having money, being able to afford to live, different things like that, right? That's the insecurity that I'm tapping into, but that's ending. That's done with this reading today. There's something really powerful about this reading today. I can feel it. It's like I needed to come live today. We needed to bring the coven together. We needed to use all of our collective energy here to just like move some mountains. It feels like that's what we're doing together. We're like moving mountains. It feels like some of us were told we couldn't do things and we're like, okay, watch us. I love that. No, I love that. Because who are they to tell us that we can't move mountains? Who are they to tell us what our strength is? They don't know. They don't know what we're capable of. Wow. I really do love you guys. We are moving the fucking mountain. Excuse my language, but I'm really excited. I'm really proud of us too for pushing through. Say it louder. Oh my God. This is the card that fell out. This is incredible. The Ace of Pentacles is like the gift, the blessing, the manifestation. That's right there for us. That's like right on the other side of us moving this mountain. I'm saying what's in your mind, Madonna. I love when that happens. I love when that happens because that means it's your reading. That means it's for you. I want to know about what this Ace of Pentacles is, but this is proof and evidence that some of you who have been applying to a lot of jobs or like putting yourself out there, trying a bunch of new things, this is the proof and the evidence that it is paying off, that you are going to be hired, approved, accepted, whatever it might be. This is the proof. The Ace of Pentacles is always proof. So this is the first sign of proof, but I am getting that if this reading is really for you, then you will get proof in your real world too. But there's also something here about like when it comes to work and career, make sure that you're investing, but make sure you're investing into who, what, and where invests back into you. It's good to be supportive and caring and loving of our friends, of our community and everything like that. But if you're not receiving anything in return, not even a little bit, we'll talk about that in a second, but if you're not even receiving a little bit in return, then you're not helping anybody. You're hurting yourself, you know? But I think it's also important that we're paying attention to breadcrumbs too, because some people know that they have to give a little bit back, and so they give a little bit back, and that's it. They don't try to match the energy. They don't try to like return what you've given to them. So you got to be mindful of that as well. But the Ace of Pentacles talks about investing into something, and whatever you invest into will grow right now. If you are passionate about it, if you are persistent, if you are like actively choosing it, it will grow. With the Ace of Pentacles, this tells me that whatever you invest in is meant to grow long term. Let's see if there's anything else about work and career. So we talked about those of you who have applied, getting hired, getting approved. We talked about this job security. So those of you who have been feeling confused about like your job security in your current position, who maybe you don't want to leave, you're good. I see them talking to you, having some sort of conversation with you, possibly even like re-signing you, negotiating some sort of new contract with you. And then what was the other part of the Seven of Cups? Trying new things. If you're trying to get into a new career, this is also proof that it is time to do some sort of new career or make that career change. Spice things up, liven things up when it comes to how you make your money. Definitely, this is the proof of that. One of them is going to be really successful. One of these ideas you have is going to be really successful. Will we get paid? Absolutely. You think you're not going to get paid for all of this? You're going to get what you paid into it and more. Here's the Queen of Pentacles. The universe never lets me procrastinate, I swear. I know what you mean. I too love a good procrastination. And then I get smacked in the face every single time I try. But yeah, whatever you've paid into this will come back to you multiplied. All the money you circulate comes back to you multiplied. That's an affirmation I've been using. That's something that helps me just like spend money without fear. I just always say it whenever I'm spending money, whenever I have to spend money. I just always say all the money I circulate comes back to me multiplied. All the money I circulate comes back to me multiplied. Oh my God, and then here's the Ten of Wands. Yes, even if they're ghosting. If it requires you having to leave other things you love behind, I guess you really have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Do you love this new reality more? I will be posting this on YouTube, yeah. I'll save it and post it on YouTube. Ooh, Sarah, that's interesting. If you want a different job than the one you're being offered, then I guess keep looking for a different job. Don't settle ever. A living situation? Sure. Casey, I'm ready to make the change, but I fear disappointment from others. Thank you for saying I love the glasses, Cherish. I appreciate you. Disappointment from others. But why would they be disappointed in you if you're pursuing something that makes you happy and something that you want to pursue? And if they are disappointed in you, are those people that we really care about their opinions of us? Those who matter don't mind. That's what's coming to mind on that one. More about growth, like personal growth. But what if the love of your life is exactly where you're moving to, Tilda? Like, what if that's part of the plan? You can't miss out on what's meant for you. Your person is wherever you are. Okay, current relationships. What do I have energy for? Oh, I can't do personals. I can't do personals. We're gonna have to keep it general. Sorry, guys. I just took a break from doing personal readings, and now I'm reading all of these personal questions, and like I want to dive into your personal situation. I want to help you all personally. I can't do that. That will drain my energy. But yeah, you absolutely can't miss out. You can't miss out what's meant for you. What's meant for you never misses you. Let's see. We can talk about... What does Spirit want to talk about? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing the Ten of Swords, I'm seeing the Three of Cups, and I'm seeing the Queen of Swords. So I guess this is kind of generally answering all of those questions I was just getting. We see the Ten of Swords, which talks about like making a tough decision or having some sort of ending that does hurt, that is hard, that is difficult, but accepting that it's because there's something bigger and better planned for you that you don't even know about. The Three of Cups talks about celebration. And then I'm seeing the Queen of Swords. But there is something here about like making some sort of difficult decision to detach, disconnect, end something, leave something behind, pursue a new direction, even if the other people involved don't want to. And then you end up celebrating. And you end up meeting new people, making new connections, having a better life. The Ten of Swords is always like endings and completion, but it may not be something that we necessarily want to happen in the moment in our current mindset. But the Three of Cups talks about something being better for you and celebration that comes after whatever this is that is ending or after this detachment. Okay. Hi, Cheyenne. I know I haven't been on in a long time, but we're finally here. Karma and justice? Sure. Why not? I channeled earlier that it's none of our concern, but yeah, it makes a lot of sense because the Devil card is what popped on. I don't go live very often, but I might start going live more. I'm not doing personal readings for the next couple of months. I'm taking a break from personal readings just because I was doing them since February. So I'm currently on a break from personal readings. But I will try to do live streams more whenever I feel called to it. Yeah. This karma and justice thing, it's not meant to be any of our concern. The more that we try to like look into it, find out about it, see what's going on, the more we're delaying it, the more we're kind of like feeding into it. But I keep channeling something about like karmic debt being settled and settling of the scores that's happening spiritually, but it's not meant to be any of our concern right now. Because what I'm seeing is the Four of Pentacles and I'm seeing the Devil card. So it's like the more that we try to pay attention to this and the more that we try to figure it out and look into it, the more stuck we feel, the more it just stays the same. And then the Hanged Man is showing up here too, which is a card of like suspension and being hung up. So the more that we're hung up on it, the more hung up it is. So some of you are like looking for karma, looking for justice, wondering when it's going to happen, and it's not happening because of that. But whenever you just decide it's none of your concern and that it will be dealt with without you checking for it, without you worrying about it, wondering about it, then it will be done. That's just what I'm getting. You don't have to take it though. That's just what I'm seeing. Yeah, there's the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. It will be done. Justice always prevails. Oh my God, yeah, don't even get me started on the current state of the US. Don't even get me started. The Devil archetype makes a lot of sense for the current state of the US. But I don't want to get into it right now. I don't. Oh, you will absolutely know. 100%. The Lover's card, you will absolutely know. Your life will become very sweet. You will absolutely know. It'll be very obvious. I told you, Ice Fighter King, because your ex is trying to manifest you back. We talked about this. I thought you saw it. I thought you heard me say it. I didn't realize that had so much condensation. Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam, the foodie writer. Okay, let's end with like a little love reading. We'll end with like a little love relationship reading. What isn't going on here? But also, what is going on here? I don't know. You tell me. No, it's okay. It's totally fine. I didn't want to believe it. It's iconic. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Yeah, he's not gonna do that, Alexandra. That's not gonna happen. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Not the crying part, at least. Oh, okay, period. Sun needs a love reading. Let's do a love reading. I pulled out these sunflower cards. Let's see. General love reading. Remember, it's not a personal reading. No, I know. No, I know what you meant, King. You meant you didn't want to believe that your ex was manifesting you because that sounded like crazy and delulu, and I know what you meant. I'm with you. We're on the same wavelength. No, we don't sugarcoat anymore. We don't. I can't. Like, I actually can't. The guides won't let me. If it doesn't resonate, though, don't take it. I promise I'm never trying to, like, hurt anybody or offend anybody. If that happens, it's not on purpose. But I understand. Okay. In love, we're seeing retreat. This is interesting. Some of you are being guided to, like, take a break from love. Take a break from love readings. Take a break from dating. Some of you just need a break in general with the retreat card. I feel like taking some sort of break or time off from something could help benefit your life too. I'm also seeing some of you, this retreat energy may not be about like taking time off or like going anywhere. It does kind of feel like maybe just doing some things that you want to do. For example, let's say you're not normally the type of person who like goes to a restaurant by yourself or like goes to the bar by yourself. What if you just randomly do that? You might put yourself into position to actually meet somebody, to have a good conversation, whether it's about like forming a real love connection or not, we don't care, but you're at least putting yourself in position to meet somebody. This is kind of what this retreat energy feels like. For some of you, it is really about taking a break and just kind of like pulling back, maybe not listening to love readings, maybe not checking love readings, maybe not even thinking about love or caring about love and like shifting your focus somewhere else completely. For others of you, I feel like you do need just to like take some sort of break, have some sort of getaway. That could be really nice for you if you can make it happen. That would be really good for you. Let's see what else is going on here in love. This card does say new experiences. So it does feel like there's some sort of new experiences happening for you in love. Ooh, not the middle finger. Okay, I need you to know that the middle finger is about to be showed to you, but I'm not flipping you off. This card says triggered. And then the next card says mirroring. And I saw this comment today about somebody saying that she mirrors back to people like what they don't like about themselves, and that's why they're triggered. That could be really significant for some of you. Some of you might trigger people because you mirror back to them what they don't like about themselves. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with your love life, but sure. And then I'm seeing excitement. I'm also getting that for some of you, what's coming up for you in love is more exciting. There might be like new dating opportunities, new experiences, new people that are manifesting for you guys in terms of love. If you are looking to date new people or you are looking for new love, it looks like that is manifesting for you. But it also looks like that's upsetting some people who are in relationships that they're unhappy in. Or this could also be upsetting some people who thought that, I don't know, it's weird. Like some of you are about to really upset some people from your past because there's new people coming into your life. But it's weird because why are they upset? I think they're upset because you're dating somebody new and they're not dating you, or they don't get to be with you now. I don't know. It's really weird. That just kind of came out of left field. But I am seeing somebody here is triggered by you moving on, by you being excited about a new love, new experience in the future, by you pulling back from them. They're just kind of like triggered and upset, but they don't have any reason to be triggered or upset because I'm getting that whoever this is, this person didn't want you anyway. They didn't want to be with you anyway. They didn't want to commit to you anyway. And so now they're only upset because you've moved on. Okay, it's a tale as old as time. This is sometimes why I don't like doing love readings because it feels very repetitive, but I'll keep going. I am seeing that somebody is kind of like keeping it quiet here, that they're triggered and upset for some of you. But this is also about you mirroring back to them what they don't like about themselves. And you're mirroring back to them that like You can have happy relationships, you can find committed relationships, you can love, you can be happy. You're like mirroring that to them, and that's triggering them. It's upsetting them because they don't want to believe in love. They don't want to believe in happiness. They don't want to be happy and excited. They want to be miserable. I don't know. I'm also getting that somebody here is like upset that you don't need them. The Nine of Pentacles. Somebody thought that you were always going to need them. It's weird. It feels like this, I made you, but no, you didn't. I'm literally hearing someone say that. Like I'm hearing somebody say, but I made you. No, you didn't. You didn't make shit. I made you. That's how it feels. Like, actually, no, let me not go there because I don't want to be petty or messy. We're on a live stream. This is the internet. It can be clipped. I don't want to go there. But I am feeling like somebody here is projecting this, like, I made you. You need me. You're not going to find better than me type of an energy. And it's all an illusion. None of that is true. Some of you taught this person how to dress better. You taught this person how to speak better. You taught this person jokes. Like, I'm getting Sabrina Carpenter. That could be significant. I'm hearing Taste, that song Taste. You know, in that song where she talks about, like, he tells her jokes, all of that. It's giving that kind of an energy. Like, you actually kind of made this person in a way. But now they're trying to say, I made you, and they're triggered because you're done. You don't need them. You're excited about new love. You're pulling back. All of that. Wow. Okay, and then I'm seeing the Lovers card, which tells me that there is some sort of new relationship manifesting for someone here. Maybe you're already talking to somebody new, and it looks like you're really excited about it, and you should be. But there's also somebody else over here who's like projecting this like triggered, upset energy. It's weird. It's very strange. Okay. I don't want to talk about this person anymore. I'm kind of over their energy. Let's tap into this like newer relationship, newer love energy that we're excited about. Let's find out a little bit more about it. Yeah, it's okay to ask about that, Tilda. I'll try to talk about that before I leave. Okay, so this new person is the opposite of the other person. Because they're pulling the Five of Swords in the reverse, and the other person was pulling the Five of Swords in the upright. So whoever this new person is, they're the complete opposite of what you just experienced or what you've been through in love, which is probably why you'd be excited about it. Because it's exciting that you're finally experiencing what you've been asking for when it comes to dating, love, and relationships, or you will be in the near future. I'm getting this message of love finding you when you least expect it, which I know is very cliche, but I think that's also partially why we're being guided to take some sort of retreat or to like pull back from love readings, caring about it, thinking about it, worrying about it, and really just kind of like dating ourselves, hanging out with ourselves, doing the things that we want to do, and it will find us. Because I'm getting something about like love finding us when we're least expecting it. This relationship, this person finding you when you least expect it. This could have already happened, by the way, too. Okay, tell me more. Yeah, I'm seeing the Three of Cups. Ooh. Bye. Thank you for popping by, Mandy. The Three of Cups. This relationship feels like a best friend. And it feels like family. I'm getting something about you getting along with this person's family really easily. Or really quickly. This person has siblings for some of you, and I'm getting that like their siblings feel like your siblings, or their parent feels like your parent. There's a very close like bond here, very easily or very quickly. If this has already happened or if this is coming up in the near future, this relationship feels like a best friend. But it also feels like family. It feels like soul tribe. The other person feels kind of karmic. To be honest, this person feels like soul tribe though. Soul tribe has like a familiarity to it. Almost like you know them without knowing them. And like the more that you get to know this person, the more you realize that you already know who this person is, if that makes sense. And I keep getting this like, it's gonna sound really weird, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm getting something about like a DNA recognition. Like, with the Ace of Wands, this tells me that there's some sort of chemistry between you and this person. And it's like you recognize each other, but on like a cellular DNA level. And I know that sounds really weird, but that's what I'm getting. So I have to say it. Whoever this new person is, there's like a strong chemistry here. It's like a spark. And either you're talking to them now or you will be soon. Yeah, I'm seeing summertime. The Wheel of Fortune talks about the seasons changing. So it's either happening now or it's happening this summer. And the summer is June 20th through September 22nd, I want to say. But the Wheel of Fortune talks about the wheels changing. Oh my god, and younger too. That could resonate for some of you as well. Is there anything else that you need to know about this? I keep seeing the Ace of Cups, so you can trust that this person really cares about you. You can trust that this person loves you or will love you too. This person shows you that they care. I was getting that this person's love language might be gift giving. I'm getting that this person likes to give gifts. And they also like physical touch. The King of Rods is here too. There's just a lot of chemistry with this person. It's kind of one of those like unexplainable things. Like I can't really explain it. But there's like a cellular recognition, like a DNA recognition that you didn't have with anybody else in the past or with this other person in the past. I think that's also why the other person is like so upset. Because they didn't have this kind of a connection with you. Or they don't have this kind of a connection with anybody. I'm sorry that their energy keeps popping in, but I'm sure it's affecting you too. So it's probably bugging you in your everyday life too. It's bugging me in the reading. But even when they're not there, they're there. Because they're always lurking. Like a ghost. Anything else you need to know about this other new connection? Six of Cups. I'm glad that it's weird and makes sense, because that's how it feels on my end too. It's weird, but also makes sense. Thank you for the gifts and the tapping of the screen. That's the funny part. Of course they're with someone else anyway. But no, they're not. They're with someone else, but they're not actively with someone else. You get what I'm saying? Their heart's not in it. Their feelings are not in it. Their mind is not in it. Their body might be in it, but that's about it. Spiritually, they're not there. That person, they're not in that other relationship, but they're in that other relationship. You feel me? It's annoying, but okay. Whoever this other person is, though, this newer energy that we're tapping into, there really is some sort of like soul tribe familiarity thing here with the Six of Cups. Like, I know you, but I don't know how I know you. That's what I keep getting from this. It's so strange. It's like a weird phenomenon. I cannot explain what I'm tapping into, but there's just like this familiarity of like, I know who you are, but I don't know you. And it's like such an effortless kind of conversation too. I'm seeing you guys having conversation after conversation, and it's effortless. Some of you might even like stay up all night just talking to each other on the phone, or if we're together, we're just like talking. That's who this person is. I'm also getting something about stargazing. This person likes to stargaze, or you do. I'm seeing like the bed of a pickup truck, but I'm also seeing like the ground and like blankets and just laying on the ground or laying on the back of a pickup truck and like staring at the stars. Somebody's really into that. This person's like romantic. I'm hearing chivalry is not dead. This person's romantic and chivalrous. Chivalry is not dead. Okay. Is there anything else we want to know about this situation? I kind of feel done with this situation. Black hair could be significant too. I keep seeing a lot of dark colored hair, like dark brown, black. That could be your hair color or this person's hair color. Madonna, I'm screaming. I'm literally screaming. That comment just sent me. That's what I say to men when I hold the door open for them. Chivalry is not dead. Hema, I'm not doing personal readings again until August. But I do have a website. That's normally how to get personal readings from me. But I'm not doing personal readings right now. I'm taking a break. I'll try to be live more often though, to try to like answer questions and just like do general collective readings that can help. Because sometimes you don't need to pay for a personal reading. Sometimes Sometimes you end up getting the answer that you need in these collective readings. Okay, period. You feel the new person vibes. I will, Matt. I will try to. I love you too, Ella. Aw. Breaks are needed. Thank you for saying that. I also think that I show other people that it's okay to take breaks too when I take breaks, and that it's okay to rest, and that rest can be productive, because when I do take those breaks and then come back from them, people always tell me like, oh, I didn't realize how I was burning myself out, but then I saw your video and then I heard you talking about it, and you honor these break periods too, so it makes me feel like I can do that for myself. And that's an awesome feeling, knowing that I can do that for other people. Thank you for you. Ooh, an ASMR reading? That sounds fun. You know I love Reiki. I love ASMR. That sounds fun. Aw, Tilda. I'm glad that you feel that way here. I get it, though. I get it. What we do here is very difficult to explain. I do my best to channel the messages, what I get, how I get them, no sugarcoating it, telling you what I get. Oh, you can send me Reiki. Thank you. Send Wrangler some too. He would love it. Oh, Hema. That's so cute. I miss the affirmation videos. Maybe I should film one. Oh my god, thank you for saying you love my style, Ella. I know today I'm just wearing this UCLA hoodie, but I appreciate you. I have been really loving fashion, and I've developed like a new obsession with purses, bags, handbags, shoulder bags, crossbody. Like I've developed a new obsession with them. So thank you so much, because I've been pushing myself to try new things, to be stylish. It just makes me feel good. And when I look good, I feel good. When I feel good, I do good. That's what I like to say. Oh, perfect. Yes, you too. Aw, thank you, Macy. I love that you're here. Oh, the fashion videos with Wrangler are so fun. I know. I love them too. Yes, look good, feel good. When we do it for ourselves, right? When we're not doing it for other people or to like get other people to look at us or notice us. When we're doing it for ourselves, top tier. Top tier. Come to London? Oh my god, I would love to. I would love to get out of the US in general. Trust me. Trust me. I want to travel. We did see that in the reading earlier, that travel opportunities were going to be manifesting for some of us, because we love to travel, because we're meant to see new things and meant to experience new things and go to other places. Thank you, Luminosity. Thank you. Oh my god, Turkey too. We're going all over the world. Yeah, life in LA it's life in LA. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with LA. I do love it here, and I'm really grateful for everything that I have gotten out of LA, but sometimes it's very draining here. Sometimes it's very draining and exhausting here. And there's a lot of people, and so it makes being introverted and antisocial very difficult sometimes. I feel like I bounce back and forth from like being extroverted and being social to being introverted and like needing to just kind of unplug and recharge. Sometimes LA doesn't really allow for that, because there's so many people. You're gonna walk outside and you're going to talk to somebody, you're going to run into somebody. There's always somebody somewhere doing something at all times, at all hours of the day. And also, unfortunately, LA is not as glamorous as it looks on TV. And that's something that you have to expect when you come here. I think that it's definitely worth visiting. I love LA, don't get me wrong. But growing up, it was always like romanticized and glamorized. LA, Los Angeles, Hollywood, all of that. And I was like, oh my God, I need to be there. And then you get here and you live here for a little while and you realize that it's not actually that glamorous. But I think that that could be true about anywhere and anything. Media has a way of kind of like showing us the best of things and showing us the romanticized, glorious glamour version of it. And then when we're actually in it, it's not all of those things that we thought it might be. Sometimes it's more though. Sometimes it's more. I don't want to be negative. Sometimes it is better. Sometimes it is more. Also, LA can be a lot financially. And I don't want to like project negativity towards money because we love money. The universe provides for us, takes care of us, and I don't want to claim this narrative that it's expensive or too expensive, but it can be very difficult financially. I love New York too. LA can be overwhelming. It really can be. It really can be. But it's a really fun place too, and there's a lot of really beautiful sights. The weather's good most of the time. It's been a little weird this year, but it's nice. It's nice today. It's been nice this week, this past week. Yeah, it is difficult financially. Born and raised in New York. What is my favorite city? I think that New York is my favorite city. I love New York City. But I have other cities I need to visit before I like finally make that decision. I've always wanted to go to Seattle because when I was growing up, I had this dream of being an author, and I'm still going to write. I'm still going to like write books and write whatever. I do see myself still being an author at some point, but I always saw myself doing that in Seattle for some reason. I love rain. I've always loved rain. I grew up being like a dark kid and really into like the gloominess, and so I love rain. And so I've always just seen myself being in Seattle writing. But I really want to visit San Diego too because I haven't visited San Diego yet. And I also want to visit Boston. I don't know why, but I've been feeling called to Boston. And that's just the US. I've never been out of the US. I do have water placements. I do like the art district in LA too. I'm pretty close to the art district. I do have water placements. I have a lot actually. I have a Cancer moon and a Cancer Mars. I'm trying to remember the ones off the top of my head. That's all I can remember off the top of my head. But in Vedic astrology, I'm like half Cancer. Which parts of LA do I recommend for living? That's gonna depend on price range and budget. Downtown is probably like the cheapest, but it may not be the best, in my opinion. I'm in downtown. I would recommend outside of LA, like, I don't know, like the Valley, Thousand Oaks, closer to like Calabasas. Being outside of the city, but being able to like come into the city whenever you want to is what I think I would prefer. I'm learning that I'm more of like a suburban kind of a guy. I like the suburbs, but I like having easy access to the city. Living in the city is a lot, and I've been doing it now for almost 3 years, I think. Time has been escaping me. The older I get, the less I'm able to like pay attention to the time of things. But yeah, I'm learning that I may not necessarily be like a downtown city person. I think I like having easy access to the city, but maybe living outside of the city in like a comfortable, safe, cute neighborhood. Hi, Hollywood. Culver City is okay. Yeah, that's a good one too. You're near WeHo. You don't know if you can live outside the city, and that's okay. Some people can't. I am from a small town originally, like a small town that had one stoplight. Literally one stoplight. My graduating class had like 70 people in it. Yeah, heavy on the safe. DTLA is not always the safest, unfortunately. During the day, you're fine. You don't need to be stressed or worried. We coexist with each other out here, but it isn't always the safest. Depending on like the streets you go down, things like that too. Your graduating class was less than 30? Okay, Cherish. Okay. Oh, thank you, Isabella. Yeah. It definitely takes some getting used to. Thank you, Elia. I already did the collective reading. We're just kind of chatting and I'm answering little questions in the chat. Oh, thank you for seeing my light. I appreciate you. Hello from Brazil. Getting out of Florida. Oh my god, I missed you too, Mia. Your hometown didn't even have a stoplight? That's crazy. That's crazy. I have been to Laguna Beach once. I need to do a little bit more exploring down there. I haven't been to Huntington Beach. And then I had a friend recommend Hermosa Beach, which I know is not that far down there, but it's kind of still in that direction. Hi from Palm Springs. I haven't been to Palm Springs in a minute. I wanted to go to Palm Springs this year for the Indian Wells tennis tournament, but that did not work out. Ooh, if I had a chance right now at this moment, where would I go for vacation? We're not thinking about price. We're not thinking about who's coming with me, sorting all of it out. I have always really wanted to go to Greece. I don't know why, but I've always felt really called to Greece. I want to go to the beaches of Greece. I want to see the architecture of Greece. I want to eat Greek food. I want to talk to Greek people. I want to be on the Greek streets. I don't know why, but I've always wanted to go to Greece. Happy blessed Monday to you too, Madonna. For singers to find connection, LA has music everywhere. LA has musicians, singers, songwriters, producers everywhere. Genuinely everywhere. There's some in downtown. I feel like your best bet might be like West Hollywood or Hollywood, but literally everywhere. They're in Santa Monica, they're in Culver City, they're in downtown, they're in Long Beach, which isn't technically LA, but it's close enough. Grecian Islands, yes. Oh, thank you for popping by, Social. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Happy Monday. You're welcome, Alex. No problem. Okay, I think I'm gonna get off of here. I had fun with you guys. I don't even know how long we were on, but I will try to post this on YouTube whenever it's saved. Hello, I'm just popping off. We've been on for a little while, but hello, thank you for popping on. Thank you, Nani. Thank you, everybody who gifted. Thank you, everybody who hung out and sent your beautiful energy today. We moved mountains in this reading. I felt it. We really moved mountains in this reading. And today marks the end of that exhaustion and that burnout feeling. The reset has begun. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for the roses. I really appreciate you guys. I love you too, Mia. You stay safe too, babe. Goodbye, everybody. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. And I will see you next time. Peace.